Let us find a set of equations to represent the information that we are given here. One look at the question, you can see that it is a speed, distance, time question. How are they related? Speed is distance by time. Now, what does the question say? There is a usual journey which a plane makes. What is the distance? It is 1500 kilometers. Now, what is the speed? You have no idea. That is what you have to find. And what is the time taken? That also you have no idea. So, this is all you know about the original journey, that it covers this much distance. Now what happened? While boarding the plane, somebody got ill, they had to be hospitalized, and in this whole process, the pilot lost 30 minutes. Now be very careful. This is 30 minutes. What is the problem with that? Look at all the other units. This is in kilometers. This is kilometers per hour. So please remember, when it is given in minutes, change it to hour. It is 30 by 60, which is half an hour. Now what do you know about the new journey? The distance is still the same. The distance is not going to increase or decrease. The distance is same, but what happened to the time? The time was half an hour late. So that means if usually he covers the journey in say 3 hours, now he has to cover the same journey at only 2.5 hours. So what does he do? He increases the speed to reach on time. How much does he increase the speed? The original speed, to that he increases 100. If the original was say 150, now he has to increase it to 250. Now what do we have? We will have two sets of equations. Why? Because we have different speed, different time. What will be the first equation? The first speed is the first distance by the first time. What about the second one? The second speed is equal to the distance by the second time. So you have two sets of equations and two unknowns, an S and a T. Which will be easier to remove? If you see the T, it comes in the denominator. So removing something from the denominator takes a lot of calculations. What is easier? To remove the S. Just subtract both the sides, both the LHS subtract, you will get only 100. Both the S will get cancelled, and then you will get a neat equation in just T. Let us find out how it looks. So this is your first equation. What happened? The time was decreased, so he had to increase the speed, and you get such an equation. Now this is half. Throughout taking LCM and all of that, finally you get such an RHS. And this is your second equation. Subtract throughout. This S and this S gets cancelled, and you get only 100. And here you have such an equation. Remember, there is 100 here, there is 100 here. I have just cancelled both because this is separate on its own. So you can cancel. You cannot cancel from something which is inside the bracket. This is outside, so I have cancelled it. Finally, you get such an equation, and at this place, stop. You are looking for two numbers. What sort of two numbers are you looking for? You are looking for two numbers which when added give you -1, and then multiplied give you -30. Now what all numbers give you -30? What all combinations can you think of? 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 6 and 5. There are many combinations, but look at this minus. What does that minus mean? Which means you are taking two numbers and you are subtracting them. Then which two numbers subtracted will give you 1? Which is only 6 and 5. Think of all the combinations that you can think of. Now you have all such combinations. In all the combinations, subtract them, because you see the minus here, subtract it. If you see the plus here, it means that they have both been added. See the minus, subtract each one of them, you see 5 and 6. Then you have the question, which one is negative? Look at the sign here. This has the sign of the greater number. So if this is negative, which means the greater number here, which is 6, is actually negative. So these are your two numbers. And then what are the final two factors that you get? The final two factors, you can see they are 3 and minus 5 by 2. Now t is your time. It cannot be negative. So the time you are talking about has been 3 hours. The original journey takes 3 hours, but then he lost half an hour, so he had to cover it in 2.5 hours. But that is not our question. Our question is, what is the original speed? This is the original speed. So this is our answer.